Welcome to Guns, Guns, Gear, and Guns with Gary Gunderson. I am Gary Gunderson. Another week, another state passing more gun control bills, this time the great state of Maryland. The bill does amend the law to coincide with the Bruen's decision by granting permits without needing to prove a substantial need, but it also follows in the steps of New York by making it almost impossible to carry anywhere. Most notably, Senate Bill 1 identifies special purpose areas where carrying is prohibited even with a permit, which includes stadiums, museums, racetracks, video lottery facility, but most notably, any location licensed to sell alcohol or cannabis. I could understand a restriction on carrying while intoxicated, but banning carry at any location serving alcohol means just about any restaurant or gathering place at all. Currently, this does not include grocery stores or convenience stores, as the state mostly prohibits sales there, but they're also trying to change that law, so if that were the case, places you could legally carry would shrink even further. You also cannot carry in what they call areas for children and vulnerable individuals, which includes schools of any kind and healthcare facilities. Of course, for gun rights advocates, this particular gun-free zone's verbiage is especially frustrating because people who go through the government's hoops to get the permit to carry and have been recognized as responsible enough to do so are unable to carry firearms for self-defense or the defense of others where there are children and vulnerable individuals. Ah yes, the most vulnerable individuals. Individuals who are the most vulnerable. They'll be fine without any defensive measures, right? I mean, they're pretty stout and resilient. The law also prohibits carrying in any government facilities or private property unless the owner gives you express permission to do so, which does undermine the whole concealed carry part. And while it does open up acquiring carry permits, House Bill 824 makes it more expensive and difficult overall, raising the application fee from $75 to $125 and renewal fees from $50 to $75. You can also see on the text here that this was the compromise price and they wanted to set it even higher. It also lists all sorts of reasons why you will not be issued a permit, including my personal favorite, being a habitual drunkard. It also increases the firearms training requirements to 16 hours of in-class training for the initial application and 8 hours of training for a renewal. It requires 2 sets of fingerprints, and continuing the infantilization of adults increases the age to lawfully possess a firearm from 18 to 21. Another bill even changes the existing safe storage laws. Before, you only had to protect your firearms from access from anyone under the age of 16, and now it's until they reach the age of 18. Essentially, this is the state trying to make it as hard as possible to carry, while still saying they are following the Supreme Court's decision. They want to be as difficult as possible to even find a place to legally carry outside the home, and suddenly now that you don't have to prove that you need to carry, the requirements are much more stringent and expensive. They're trying to deter with as much bureaucratic nonsense as possible. However, it is still easier to get a carry permit in Maryland than it was before. So I would encourage anyone in Maryland watching this video to go out, jump through their hoops like a performing monkey, just so you can get your carry permit and carry it where you may. That's all for today. Just wanted to cover this one since I have been covering other states, though I did miss Minnesota in there in the middle. But if you want that, let me know in the comments below. If you're from Maryland, let me know what you think of this new set of laws. Don't forget to help the channel grow by liking, subscribing, and sharing with others. I also have a Patreon where you can support me, as I spend a lot of money on this channel, so inevitably whatever you use to support me will be used for more content. I've also opened up the Discord to the public, so join via the link. There's still a separate VIP patron area so they can enjoy some additional perks. Thanks for watching.